Hello. Hello, everybody. I cannot hear you,
I'm
Gabriella.
Dr.
Uh,
Gabriela Trofin-Tatár here. And tell us where you are, Gabi.
yeah, I'm in Hungary. I'm in Hungary, close in Budapest,
Yeah,
and
in
just
the
got out
forest.
close to the forest, not in the forest because it's getting dark, even though the sky seems quite light in color. But it's 9 p.m. here, and I love this time during summer because there is still light outside, and
Mm-hmm.
but there are so many mosquitoes. So we are having an impromptu walk, and hopefully the connection will be good. We were
Yes,
talking about um, summer and beginnings and in betweens. If I'm moving my hands like this, is because there are mosquitoes.
the mosquitoes.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, and I can't go really far from where I am because we were testing the internet, and until I got down to the orchard here, there was no connection. But there's a connection, but I'm so afraid to move. I'm just gonna walk back, sway back and forth, or do a
I
few
will just
steps.
I will make you dizzy probably. I cannot go too far. There are even more mosquitoes that way, so I will go in
I'm
circles.
I'm gonna do little circles. I'm just stepping in circles so you guys can see the
But
forest behind
actually,
me.
look, we are going in circles now because we are in an in between space,
Yes,
right?
we are between internet connections too.
Yeah, between connection and no connection, between full summer here in the northern hemisphere, and closing of school year, and starting holidays, and some people are packing, and mm, or cleaning or finishing different projects, starting new ones, and connecting.
Absolutely. Right now, I'm going to take my shoes off and connect to the earth by being barefoot, touching the grass and touching the plants around me. And I just feel like this time is so wonderful because the berries are starting to ripen in nature. So I was able to harvest a few red currants, which is ribizli in Hungarian, and then also honeyberries. And they are just so amazing when you can start to pick things. And in the garden, I harvested a lot of mint, and I made mint soap yesterday with the chopped up fresh mint. And yeah, I'm very
Soup?
excited about to try them. Hmm?
Did you say mint soup?
Soap, soap,
Soap. Wow.
soap to wash ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah,
that must be amazing.
yeah. I had a honey based and then a glycerin based soap base, and then I
Mm-hmm.
used recycled old coffee grounds for one set of soap, and the other set I used the mint that I harvested from the garden.
Oh, it must smell very good. I,
It
I would
is very
I
nice.
would
I
love
can't
to
wait to
learn.
try.
I would love to learn how to make soap. There is in my mind this sort of block that I need to know chemistry to make soap. I don't know why.
But if you make it
I
from
have
scratch,
this.
if you make it like from the ash from scratch, then yeah. And, but I bought the base soap now, which was
Mhm.
already, I just had to melt it down. So it was not as difficult. I just had to add the other ingredients, melt it down. I added to the mint, I added a little chamomile oil because I thought that the chamomile and the mint's gonna go nice together. But the coffee grounds, I just added the coffee grounds to the soap because it's already have other properties and oils that it needs. So I didn't add anything else to it.
Mhm.
It turned
And
out
it's
really
also
nice. I will
it has
post a
this
picture.
it also has scrubbing properties. Like,
Yeah, with the
yes.
coffee grounds and the
Uh-huh.
mint too, because as you use them,
Mhm.
the leaves and then the coffee grounds are, coming out and touch your skin. And I'm
Uh-huh.
very excited to see how they turn out and how they feel. So they are cured now. It just took a day to cure them, and yeah, so I'll use them tonight and tomorrow. Try them out.
Oh, okay. Oh, I will try. I will try your recipe too. I would like to try it. I just have to. Yeah, maybe I will try it in August because I can get all the ingredients also from the garden. So
Hmm.
it will be amazing.
Yeah, it is just so nice when you can pick things from your garden and use them or forage from nature.
I'm thinking I could do it with my mom because she's actually uh, an engineer, so she knows a lot about substances and stuff. She knows where to get them as
Uh huh.
well, and it could be a nice activity together. Hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would
And
be very nice.
maybe the kids will help to, I don't know, decorate the soaps with petals. We could make rose soap or
Yes,
yeah, mint
yes.
soap or various um yeah. We can just see what plants we can use from the garden for it. What greens.
Hmm.
Great idea.
Yeah, I was because I was harvesting the mints yesterday morning and I was trying to figure out what to do with them. And actually, it was my spouse's idea because I've been wanting to make the soap to put it in the soap, and just love how they turned out. And then I was like, okay, so I'm using something from the garden. Now I want to do something, see if I can recycle something. And then I saw the coffee grounds. I'm like, okay, it's going to be coffee and mint soap.
I love this combination. You know, I was making mint tea the other day. I also cut some mint from our balcony, and
Hmm.
the smell is so amazing. It's so relaxing and good for digestion and
Yes.
just
I also made just mint water, and I was drinking it all day yesterday with the fresh mint in it, and it felt really good and refreshing. And when I got to a mint leaf, I just ate the mint leaf with the
hmm hmm.
water.
Did you
Yeah.
crush it before putting it in water?
I kind of chopped it up, just chopped
Uh-huh.
it up. Yeah.
Okay, that's another idea for me.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
can chop it, crush it, whatever you like. Put it in whole, depending on how big the leaves are too, and how much flavor you want to get, you know, how much
I
you
have
put in it.
we have three types of mint, I think. So some are with one type is with bigger leaves, and the other type is has smaller ones, short.
Hmm.
It's also, so I can mix them. Hmm. Yeah, somehow we always end up talking about plants and nature, but this is
Well, we
how.
are in nature. It's kind of hard not
Yeah,
to talk about.
of course, no, but like uh,
Yeah.
space in between. It's also in nature wherever we are. It's
Yes.
just
Hi, Joe. Thank you for joining.
and how do you feel about summer? Like I can't believe there's going to be uh you know midsummer.
Yeah, it's already June and the middle of June, and it's just going really quick. I'm excited for having more sunshine in my life and all the plants that are growing and could be foraged and harvested because there's just not as many in the winter. And to be able to, kind of walk more in nature. I'm
Hmm.
planning to increase my walking now every day because I got a clear from my surgeon a few days ago that my ankle is stable. So
Yay.
although it's uncomfortable, still some, I'm planning to walk more and more every day. So I'm excited just to be out in nature more. The weather is nicer and do more walks. And want to learn more about plants. I feel like I know quite a bit, but I was thinking to pick a plant and explore that plant fully. Like, let's say, whatever flower or if it's mint or whatever, learn about all the properties of it, and experiment with it. Like, I never made mint soap before or coffee soap.
Hmm?
But so it's exciting to make it, but then to sit down, look at the books and learn about all the properties they have to offer, to use it fully
Yeah,
and explore that plant. So yeah, that's my plan
I
to
really like the idea.
keep learning
And
about plants and nature. Yeah.
imagine the coincidence because today I decided that I'm not in that deep parenting bubble anymore. I really felt that
Yeah.
I'm changing, and the predominant themes now are womanhood and roots, going back to the roots. And nature
Okay.
is playing a big part in it. So
Absolutely.
I will join you for those walks. And
Yes. I love it. And then I think I will, as I learn more about each plant, I will report back about them and we can talk about them and share their use. I'm just looking around, like, you see, look all this, like, this forest, beautiful, luscious green around me, and there's probably so many things that I don't even know about what these plants have to offer. Like right now I'm standing in front of a beautiful walnut tree that we planted, and now it's 3 times taller than I am. And I know that the leaves of a walnut tree is good for things, but I don't know, like, right now, what are they good for? I know them about before. So I kind of want to explore more of what just around me. And there's native berries, and I know that berry leaves could be used for teas, and they have health benefits. But um, you learn things and they don't use them and forget. And I want to
yeah,
relearn and use everything that I can and harvest from nature, with care and kindness and love, of course, with what nature has to offer.
and we did learn a lot when
Okay,
we were
Joe is
kids. Yeah.
yeah, Joe is sharing in the comments. So I'm just gonna read. Joe says, "Peace love from LA and my family." Yes, I love them. Harriet joined and says hi. Hi, Harriet, and hi, Joe. And one of the finches died, and it is buried under a rubber plant tree, whose name Daily gives for Joe. About your finch, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it's part of uh, animals do die. I was just ready to post a little story that's going to come out probably later today or tomorrow about our chickens that died, unfortunately.
Oh.
So it's very sad um, when that happens.
Yeah, because we get attached to the animals around us and they also get attached to us. And there is a strong connection
Absolutely.
between our
Hmm.
world.
Yeah. We found out what happened later. A raccoon unfortunately got into one part of the chicken yard that we didn't see the hole, and now it's taken care of. But now we have 2 chickens, 2 dogs, and 2 cats. Um,
It's a
and our
magic
two
number.
chickens are happy and safe. Yeah, but everything is two. And there's 2 of us, and I have 2 kids. There's a lot of
Yeah,
twos right now.
a lot of twos.
And- but
There is
um,
togetherness. Togetherness.
But I've really felt like even when I was really sad about the chickens, I actually did a video and then I decided not to show the video because I was so sad in it. But I kept
Mm.
the recording of it of to do it as a podcast. But what I did, I kind of forced myself to come out to nature and walk, and it was really healing to come out and talk about it and just also be outdoors. And I've been really enjoying a lot to be outdoors, just sit down and sometimes lay down on the ground and look at the
Mhm.
trees from laying down because it's a very different perspective when you lay down in the ground and you look at the leaves from below and kind of the patterns that the trees have
Mhm.
and the plants from looking them from underneath the branches, not just from the side or the top. It's very interesting perspective. Hi
Yeah, we
Eileen,
rarely
thank you for joining us.
we rarely do that, don't we?
Yeah.
I experienced it uh, 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. We had the yoga in the park, close to the roses, in the rose garden, and there was this huge tree, and we were lying down and just watching the tree, the leaves, the branches. It was so amazing. Exactly what you said. Such a different perspective.
Yeah, I I love that. It was just like I was thinking to do it more often because I'm just so used to walking or sitting. But yesterday I was sitting and I'm like, you need to lay down on the ground. First of all, the ground is very healing and just to look at things from a different perspective. So now I have a plan to do that all over the forest. you know, just lay
Yeah.
down and just kind of give myself and my brain and mind different different perspectives than what I'm used to. Kind of,
Hmm.
I feel like that's part of what you talked about. That in between, just change how we see things. Um, yeah,
And how we
and I
connect,
loved what I saw.
how we
Yeah,
connect with things, with ourselves through these perspectives, with nature, because we see it differently. Like I was watching from, I was lying down, looking up at the branches, and I realized there are so many layers of branches. I could
oh
spot
yeah,
some birds as well, but it was really dense. And at some
mm-hmm.
point, the wind picked up, and my friend was a bit worried that it would start to rain because some rain was forecasted for later. But I told her that, hey, no worries. This tree has such a dense foliage that it's like an umbrella. I felt safe, even though I know that we're not supposed to stay under the trees if there is a storm or if rain starts. So, but
Yeah,
I felt safe. So there was this feeling of belonging in a way. It was very interesting.
I
So,
love
yeah,
it. Yes,
connection, belonging.
I love the connection and the belonging. Um, and then Joe was saying, here at the beach, I do that in the sand by the waves and feel and listen. Yes, I
Yes.
think there's so many ways that we can connect to nature, and this is just another way of trying something different. Um, to create a connection and look at something from a different perspective or a different feeling or have a new experience because we can do something as a routine and then we change our routine a little bit and then it stimulates our brain and mind and emotions and body a different way. So it's good to try new things and keep learning and keep exploring.
Yes. It's it's so good to become aware somehow. I'm sure we all know it inside,
Yeah,
but we tend to forget so much during the hustle of everyday life. And oh, Joe, I love how that you mentioned the beach because I can't wait to arrive at the beach and do exactly this, to lay on the sand, listen to the waves, and just be. And yeah, we will have some light. from wherever I.
Yeah, and I'm hoping too that as my ankle is getting better, that I'm going to be able to walk out to the beach, further, because usually there's a length that you have to walk out. And I've
Mhm.
been just kind of a little worried to do it with my ankle. But I can take breaks and choose a day when it's not too hot and walk out to the beach barefoot and walk around. That would be so amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to do that as well. In the meantime, I enjoy the forest, which I love the beach, but for me, the forest and the trees are really feel like home. And like right now, I'm just walking, I'm touching the fern leaves and the trees and just appreciate them that they are here and they're so beautiful.
I'm also by the forest, and I love it. And now, because it's almost night, I
Yeah,
can
it's
hear the birds.
getting pretty dark over there.
I can hear different birds at night. I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
owls start singing as well soon. Usually listen to the owls from
Mm-hmm.
our balcony, but only if I get out, because
Nice.
inside the house I don't hear them. I will go a bit closer
Uh-huh.
now, trying to get out of this forest edge. You might hear cars going, but yeah, there's a bit more light here. So the space in between, it's complex, no? I don't even
Absolutely.
know. I'm sure we talked about it before in a different way.
Yes,
Can mean a
I
lot
think
of.
we did. Um, I'm just thinking that, sometimes I find that space when I get into the zone of just be in my breath and connecting to nature. And you're kind of connected to this world, but yet connected to another world, like that inner calmness and universal oneness. And I feel like that's kind of a space in between. And
Mm-hmm.
also when you take a breath, like when you let one breath go, and before you take the next breath, if you are in that space for a few seconds, that it's kind of like in the between two. Those are the two that kind of come into my mind. But also in any transition in life, any movement, getting from one place to the next, or something what you're doing before you finish and when you start, like the cleaning spaces that you've been
Mm-hmm.
sharing, Gabi. Those are all kind of like between spaces too, I feel like.
Yes, cleansing, cleaning. It's just changing energies, changing mm, ways of being, even. And I was
Mm-hmm.
I was in this cleaning state for a few weeks, if not longer. I think this week I will finalize what I started, and we are moving to a different phase: summer and holidays and travels and world schooling. And there is such an amazing feeling, like we are all, expecting, and we feel it. And you know what? You were mentioning the in between, how what it makes you feel. For me, when I get into this space and I take a deep breath, I feel so grateful for everything.
Yes.
And this is also it's very strong. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if I felt it before so strongly.
Well, we continuously change too. So our
Yeah.
perceptions, as we talked about perceptions before, change, and any experience we have, like even just now, we are doing a nature walk, and whatever we observe and feel, like me walking barefoot on the ground,
And me walking with
changes
my
something.
barefoot shoes.
Yes.
Because I
So
don't
anything like what happened before is going to be a new experience now. And now I am in a space when I'm experiencing it. So it's an in between place. And whatever I do next is going to be formed based on my current experience. It's a
Mm.
constant change and wave of life. And I think the more we can do to connect to ourselves and nature, the more fulfilling and amazing our experiences are going to be.
Yes, absolutely. And we are growing like this, and this is life. And
Yeah,
if we stop and do this deeper, um, how do you call it? Well, it's not exercise. It's just from a point we just do them because we need this connection, right?
yes,
And it's not a. It's never been a must. We just become more aware and uh, more grateful, more present, mindful.
absolutely. And it's so interesting how life happens. Like right now, I'm standing in front of this apple tree. That's what I was showing you. I don't know if you guys can see.
You can see the
This
apple.
apple tree
Yeah,
has
yeah.
been barren for 10 years or more. And a few years ago, we cut down because it has two big branches.
Hmm.
And both me and my spouse, we talked to the apple tree and said, if you want to produce and you want to stay with us, we need to know that, you know, you can make fruit. Otherwise, we're going to have to let you go. And this year, it produced, it has hundreds of apples on it.
Wow.
And we thought that this will never produce. And all of a sudden, there's so many apples that like we are in awe. I mean, and but it needed to wait. It needed time. Maybe it needed. I've been giving a lot of love and
Hmm.
talking to it, and compost juice, and a lot of nice organic material and chipped wood in the base. And I cleared more space around it.
Hmm.
And right now, it's just happy. But what did it cost for 10 years? Not over 10 years, not to produce anything, and all of a sudden, it's producing. So I feel like, as we talked about the in between, the tree was in the in
Yeah.
between. You know,
Yeah.
it was old enough to produce, yet it was not producing. Just standing there waiting for something. And when it happened, either if it's energy, the conversation, the right compost, the right materials, the right rain, then now it's producing hundreds of apples. Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing.
I'm
Brilliant.
just so much in awe.
I was just
I was
wondering.
giving up almost.
I was wondering if you made some magic because this is touching and also. I mean, you need to experience
I've
it
been
to
talking to it.
believe
I've
it.
been
Yeah,
talking to the tree and touching it and asking it to bring us fruit.
you connected with it,
And it
right?
did. Yes. And now every time I'm walking by, I touch the leaves and I tell the tree how beautiful it is and how grateful we are for these amazing apples.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I try to do that with more and more since this happens, that I'm trying to do that more and more with all the other trees and tell them that I'm love them and I'm grateful for them. Um, and I hope it helps. It makes me feel better. So I'm thinking that the vibrations probably make the trees feel better. And for the first year, we moved a peach tree, and it has not been giving us peaches because I felt like it was unhappy. And we have peaches.
Wow. Yes, I can
We
see
have
that.
peaches for the first year, and also we have walnuts for the first year. And
Hmm.
I've been talking to all these trees and spending more time and saying my appreciation of them.
This is
So
the key
there
word.
is
This is the key word.
some
Spending more time.
magic.
I think
Yes, I,
because you changed a lot as well, no? And you are spending more time and in a different way now in the garden. I think.
and I've been home more, since my injury and kind of and not doing a traditional job. So I do spend more time with them than before. So
Yeah, they need
I think
love.
they like it.
Oh wow. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. I know I was not thinking that I'm going to go there, and some people might think it's foo-foo or whatever, but I'm just sharing the experience I have in my own garden, and it is magical, and it feels good to spend time with the plants. And it's good to spend time with any living thing to make a connection, I believe.
Yeah, and it's been proven that you can connect with plants and influence. They influence us. We influence them with our moods, and if we sing to them, if we talk with them. So it's nothing unordinary. We just I don't know, maybe, yeah, just to be aware of it. And it's connection, it's love, it's
Yeah, I'm just so excited to see how these apples going to taste,
yes.
because they've been here for so long. I known this apple tree for 12 years now,
Wow.
and it was already here before, so at
Mhm.
least 14 or 15 years old. And this is the first time it's producing fruits. So I'm like intrigued and curious and excited to see, you know, how these apples
Imagine,
going to be. It seems such a
imagine
simple
the
things, but I'm
story,
so excited about it.
but imagine the stories it can tell. It could tell if it could.
Yes.
If it could speak.
Yeah. What would the apple tree say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could be an amazing prompt. So
I love that.
let's keep it in mind
Now I
for
might
our.
have to write about it.
I would love to write it
If
together.
my apple tree could talk, what would it say?
Yeah.
Or
So.
anything else? It's it's really interesting because I have the same situation with we have grapes here,
Mhm.
and the grapes have not produced. And then I had a talk with them now. So we'll see. And I've been trying to love them more. Because I've been honestly a little frustrated because they are just as old and we never had grapes. But it could be the temperature, could be the soil, could be it was just not time for it yet for some reason. So now I'm trying to love them more and tell them to give us grapes.
Yeah,
We'll see.
they will feel the energy and all these changes. They were in between, right?
Yeah.
And I was also in between for I tend to say for 10 years, and now this ten is a magic number, and I feel a big change.
Hmm.
But it's somehow it's always like this before holidays. But
Hmm.
this year is different too. I even changed the. I mean, I'm planning some changes on my Substack and YouTube channel. I have some plans,
Oh, wonderful. I'm
but I will tell
excited.
you. Yeah, it's today I had this suddenly this deep. Uh, I just felt this deeply that it's time that I
That's
need a
great.
new direction, sort of, and
Hmm.
it's still based on the stories we carry, but in a different way. And I'm also excited, but
And
it's
isn't it
related to
amazing
this.
that that's something that we can do that, right? That we can change anything at any time. We do have
Yeah,
that power.
yeah, and I do think it's a choice, and it's time to
Hmm.
make this change, and it's okay.
Yeah. It can be hard sometimes to let something go, but it's also exciting at the same time because then you close a door and you open another one or a window or a
But it's
cave
like
or whatever it is.
we are changing, and we are experiencing the changes. And if we become aware of how we are becoming and what what steps we need to take further, or it all goes back to choice decisions that we can take in many ways, because I could choose from 10 different titles at least from what I made a lot of notes and tried many combinations, checked. if the titles or if or the YouTube channel existed in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a bit afraid because how can I come up with something new, you know? But it's not about coming up with something new necessarily. It's just to find out how I am mostly myself, how I can choose the words that describe me in this moment, in this phase of life.
Most authentically, yeah, and I understand that, and I'm excited for you because in so many platforms there's things for you have one niche or one version, but we are more than one. We are more than one thing. So I'm excited what you come up with. Like I had separate channels before, and then I combined them because I am more than just
Yeah.
one thing. I cannot just do one thing. I have to do what excites me, what inspires me. Hi, Mark. Thank you for joining, and thank you, Amy, for joining. We are doing a nature walk and talk about life and connections and being in the in between and changes. Please share your experiences, and if you have any questions, anyone, we appreciate you being here.
So yeah, I'm trying not to do a sudden change also because I want to be clear of my goals with Substack and YouTube and have them in line somehow. But I feel like through our nature walks and projects, I've grown up a bit in a way, and it's so interesting.
Well, I think it's exploration and acceptance also. Like,
Yeah.
I am expecting myself who I am at this moment. And like just right now, when you're like, let's go for a nature walk, flexibility, acceptance, being in the moment, it does
So
changes
it's
us when we are acting on inspiration, not being scheduled necessarily, but just
yeah.
when we are ready, do something and then do it in the moment and with joy and fun and creativity.
Yes, yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't know if I could do this with anyone else in this style. So I
I just
felt
saw
it was.
a beautiful bee walking on the ground, and I'm glad I didn't step on it. I noticed it.
I noticed the night moth flying by.
Oh, nice.
It was big, but
Okay.
I cannot really see it. Of course, it goes towards the light, towards the big lamps. Somehow I feel sorry for the insects always flying in circles
Oh,
by the
yeah.
big lamps.
And they are looking for the light at night. Isn't it interesting that you have to have the darkness to get the light?
Yeah.
And then Joe is saying, in LA, we have a Santa on a wind event, and the trees are scrubbed. And I always worry if they are strong enough. Mm. But I think the ones that are strong enough, they stay. It's kind of part of selection. And Mark
Hmm.
saying so much greenery. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Gabi is also in a forest, or the edge of the forest, but it's dark now in Hungary. But we saw her forest before it got dark.
Yeah,
And
it's
yeah,
nice.
it's beautiful. I love the forest.
And I am on low battery, so we need to wrap this up soon.
Yes, yes, we do. My battery is draining as well in the phone, but I'm also recharged being in nature, and we really appreciate all of you tuning in. And if you have not seen our whole conversation, it will be posted later today or tomorrow, both on my channel and Gabriella's channel. And we plan to do more of these nature walks, and we have done many before and throughout this year and last year. And we have our book, Nature Walk Across Continents, that came out um, earlier this year, and we are planning another one. Um, so keep in tune.
And join us for our next walks because summer is usually when we have the most walks because
Yes.
due to time difference, um, it's the best time to the best 3 months to have these walks.
Yes. So we'll keep walking.
Yeah,
And
we'll
I'm
keep
hoping to extend my walks too and go to different places. And as the internet connection allows, um, share walks and mindful moments
and I will
with
also be in
everyone.
this, and we will connect and join us on our explorations of self, of nature, of everything that all the topics that we come up with on the spot.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a
Thank
beautiful day. Bye, everyone.
you. Have a
Until we
lovely
see you guys next time.
bye.